time for another update. It's crazy how quickly these seem to be going and how only adding 7 sets makes such a big difference. I know people keep asking how I'm gonna have space to do 365 sets, and honestly I don't know. I'm just going with the flow for now, and whatever happens, happens, but I'm excited to see where things are headed. If I have to make changes, I'll make changes. That's kind of the whole point of this experiment, this project, is to see, you know, what really is 365 sets, adding one every single day for an entire year. We have 6 tables, so I feel like that's probably around 60 sets per table. And when you think about how small some of these sets are, I feel like it's doable, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let's go ahead and look at all of the updates and changes since last week. So here we have the display so far. Some things I think are really coming together nicely. Some things I'm still experimenting with, and we'll see how they go. But that's the entire overview right there. I think some things will stand out as to what's different, and then some of them are pretty small. But I feel like every week I say I just can't believe I love it this much. So by the end of the year, I can't even imagine. So let's go ahead and look through set by set what was added. We'll start down at the space section. So right off the bat here on this end, we have the Cyber Saucer. I did add 2 space sets, so the other one is down here. That's this little guy, the Double Hover, which I've had since I was a kid. That may be the only set so far in the space section that I've actually had since I was a kid. I think the rest of these are ones I got as an adult. So that one though is a childhood favorite. I loved Life on Mars. Thought it was fun to boost him up just a little bit. So 2 sets there. Pirate section, very easy to spot for this one. I added the Caribbean Clipper, also added a base plate. I will be buying a bunch of blue base plates very soon because I'm totally out right now. That's there. Let's come on back down to this side though. For Classic Town, we have one of my favorite little businesses, this post station. Always wanted that set as a kid. There have been so few post offices, I think maybe as little as 2. There are definitely 2 in the 80s, but they are super rare. I don't know why. So I got that one last year in 2024. I am embarrassed by how much I paid for it, but it was my own fault when I misread the description of the set. So I ended up having to buy the sticker pieces separately because they had, what are they called, like replacement stickers, and I am just someone who has to have the authentic thing, unfortunately. That's what we have for Classic Town. Nothing new for Paradisa other than the fact that I did add a base plate here and put a couple of Paradisa sets on it. I had a donation of some base plates. Shout out to Troy for those. And this Paradisa beach one was included. So for now I added those little sets there in the middle to that base plate, and I think it looks super cute. I know some people don't like that the ocean doesn't line up, but honestly it doesn't bother me because that's, you know, kind of what it's like at the beach. They weren't intended to be connected anyways, but I like it. It looks like waves and I think they're fun together. Down here at Castle, we have one set here. Actually, I put it inside the train track. Is the twin arm launcher. Love the horse barding pieces. There's actually a couple of them visible here. That was a very exciting addition. Then in Western, we actually have the, well, Western and Adventures, I'm sorry. In the Western and Adventure section, it was an adventure set this week. We have the Bi-Wing Baron. So I love adding anything possible that's flying. I think there is an adventure set that is a hot air balloon, and I don't have it, but now I'm like, I have got to get a hot air balloon. Okay, so we already did Pirates, so that brings us to Aquazone. Aquazone and Divers. I am loving the Divers section. So that's what I updated this week. I think it looks so good. Shark Cage Cove. The base plate is the one there in the back. And then it also has this boat. Boat has this great string reel piece with a diver in a cage. So I've still got him hooked up to the string, and I think it turned out so cute. Divers should have gotten more sets. I don't even know if there's probably around 10 or so, and we're getting close to the amount I have, unfortunately. I did replace the batteries on the Aquazone and Futuron monorails that I have. I also got a yellow battery box from eBay. There was apparently one Lego set that came with a yellow battery box, so it didn't have the lid with it, but I had a black lid, so that actually looks really good there on the left. Probably can't even tell, so I did attempt running both monorails at the same time and it worked. I think because the batteries are at the same level of juice at current. So, you know, if one had a dying battery, I think that would make it go slower and then they're gonna, you know, catch up on one another. So I am gonna try that again today and see if they will run at the same time without running into each other. I also got a new battery box for my Futuron monorail. It was being sold in the same lot with the yellow battery box, so I tried that one out. It was covered in permanent marker and I was able to get it like pretty much clean, so you can see it. It looks pretty good for the age. It was actually in a little bit nicer shape than the one I had after I was able to get the permanent marker off. Just so you know, if you're not aware, if you use toothpaste, it will take permanent marker off without removing the print of whatever is printed on the Lego set. I don't know about stickers, but for prints it has worked. I watched a tutorial, like a 2-minute tutorial somewhere on YouTube several years ago. Double check, I would, you know, do your own research, but it has worked for me so far. With all of that, let me go ahead and turn everything on and we'll take another lap through. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.